Ladies and gentlemen, my Nakama, welcome to the video. Today, I have here for you a complete accident that just happened to go my way. Let me show you what we're working with. So, as you're probably aware if you're watching this video, Arc 5 World was released into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and with Arc 5 World came Zuzu Boyle, and with Zuzu Boyle came support for the Melodious archetype. What you're looking at is an account that is just the perfect storm, the perfect concoction of a Melodious deck. I made this account earlier today, and the luck, or I should say the bad luck on this account has allowed me to be this close to making an amazing deck. Let me show you what I mean. Now, with the release of Arc 5 came a new selection box mini that had some new support and just old support mixed in there. Now, I was trying to build a Yosenju deck, so I was making pulls to get myself a copy of Kama 1, right? So there was a Yosenju build that I was trying to do that required at least one copy of Kama 1 from the selection box for my plan for that build to work. And if I didn't get Kama 1 in that opening pull, I have to reset the account and try again on a brand new account. So I was resetting to try and get an account where I pulled Kama 1, and it just was not working. So I was on my fourth try when I pulled just the perfect synchronization of cards to let me just show you. While going through on this attempt, I just happened to pull first movement solo, and I also happened to pull Shuberta. Is your name Shuberta? The Melodious Maestra, right? Now, as you can see on the screen, there's a build. Someone used this build to hit King of Games, a player by the name of Pasket. That's a beautiful name. They used it to hit King of Games and they posted it on Duel Links meta. Right now, I had seen the build because a couple of people had asked me to try and build Melodious in 1 week. I wasn't particularly interested, and this happened literally a day after I had told someone no. So I thought maybe it's a sign, because if you look at this build, it included 3 copies of First Movement Solo. All of the Melodious cards, at least the original ones, are found inside a mini box, which means there's only 1 copy of each card in the box. There being 3 copies of Solo meant that I would have to go through that box 3 times, but by sniping it over here, it means that I only need to go through the box twice. So I said, okay, that's interesting. And with the starting gems that Konami gives you on a brand new account, I still had about 3,000 left, and I came over here and I did some pulls, and at mid odds, I got everything that I still didn't get Kama 1, but I got everything that I needed. I got myself another copy of First Movement Solo. I got myself another copy of the Melodious Maestro monster, and I got myself the first copy of the Songstress, right? Now I sat down and I thought to myself, actually, hold on, is this the extent of it? So that's 1 mini box run done. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, okay, on a brand new account, you get 1 UR Dream ticket and 1 SR Dream ticket from the 4th anniversary event that started all the way back in January. And with Arc 5 World Celebration, you also get another UR and another SR Dream ticket. So I paused and I was like, actually, hold on, because I happened to pull a copy of the Boss Monster, I happened to pull this from the selection box, which means I don't need the UR in this box anymore. I'm done with the UR in the box. So I took a step back and I looked at it and I'm like, okay, well, I would have to go through again for the SRs, or I just use my SR Dream ticket to get my second copy of the Songstress and my final copy of the book. And just like that, I'm completely done with this mini box. And just like that, almost everything in the build is now complete. The only things that I don't have are Treacherous Trap Hole, but there's a 50% gem sale currently going on, which means that it would cost 2,000 gems to clear that mini box on worst odds, because there's only 80 packs in that mini box. So 4,000 gems potentially to get both, and that's only if I get the absolute worst luck. I need to battle what's-her-face, Zuzu, at the gate to try and get a couple copies of Score the Melodious, the little one, the new one that's her gate drop. It's complete random chance as to whether or not you get it, but I get that completely free to play, and then I get the new boss monster out of the main box. So Bloom Diva, it's a UR in the main box, which means I have to go through that main box twice, but this account is brand new. There are so many gems. I have not touched a single thing. I kid you not. Like, looking at this, I have not done anything. I literally just paused after I did those pulls and I was like, wow, damn, that was lucky. I wish I recorded it. But yeah, going through and looking at the purchase history, you can see all of this happened, 1, with gems, and 2, just now. Like, I have not touched a single thing. Everything that's been achieved here has been achieved exclusively with the starting gems that you get on the account. So I have a lot to play around with here. Now, Pasket's build includes 2 copies of Forbidden Lance, but I have 2 UR Dream tickets that I just haven't factored in at all that I'll get on day 2 of the account. So that's also done. done, so I can just progress through this account normally as I would naturally and start going after the main box clears, the main box runs to get myself, it's still trying to take me through the tutorial, right? Like, this is high potential. I thought to myself, should I try and do this in one day? Because if I do all of the duel quizzes and all the loaded deck duels, I would have 5,500 roughly gems on the spot and see if I get lucky enough with that. But to me, that's a bit too intense. You can't just do an all-nighter without planning for it, right? This is gonna be a 1-week challenge to see what I can do with this account in the space of 1 week. I need 2 main box runs and technically 1 mini box run because it's a half-price gem sale. So let's get started. Actually, looking at my inventory, it looks like I did have some gems left over to actually go into the Visions of Ice mini box. I remember now, I did. I wasted a 10 pull. I started going into this mini box, but I also did a 10 pull into a different mini box thinking that it was the right one. I the box where you get Draining Shield. I wasted, well, it wasn't a full 10 pull because of the half price gem sale, but I wasted a pull on Servants of Kings by accident. So I might have actually been further along had I not done that. But it was very late and I was very tired. Sue me. Now, I don't know anything about the Melodious archetype, so I don't know if it would make sense to have an auto-dueling deck built around the archetype. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't know how well the AI would pilot them because I don't know anything about them is the thing. So this is what, okay, I would have to tweak this one, but more importantly, I think I'm just gonna make myself a standard build for PvE. So if there's anyone who watches these videos and still doesn't know, I adopt a route to PvE deck building called the Dragon route, right? Where I use a starting UR, not dream tickets, a starting UR ranked tickets that the game gives you to make my deck in its entirety if I need to. Now, I don't always need to, but let me show you the cards that I would get because I don't need any ranked tickets for the build that we're working on, right? So I can use all of my tickets as I normally would. I get 3 copies of Assault Wyvern, then I scroll all the way down and I get myself 2 copies of Strongwind Dragon. That's the first thing. The next thing I do without fail, without hesitation, every single time, I get myself 2 copies of Dinotherium on day 1. I get the 3rd copy later on when you get more tickets as the days go by, right? Dinotherium is essential for these challenges because it just makes the grinding so much faster because you get to OTK a lot more easily. And I'll show you what I mean once I've collected everything, right? I come over here to the SR ranked tickets. I get myself 1 copy of Enemy Controller. I forgot where it is, so I'm just gonna do spells real quick. It's on the, yeah, I know it's on the left side. I just forgot exactly where it was. I go over to traps and I get myself 1 copy of Metalmorph, right? So I get these 2, add them in. The reason why I only get 1 copy of each is because by doing the Mokuba Mission Bingo, I will then be able to unlock another copy, right? So that's absolutely fine. Now, on day 1, I usually get myself 1 Rainbow Life and 1 Skull Invitation just because there are those world missions that sometimes require you to gain a certain amount of LP or deal a certain amount of effect damage. And the initial cards that they give you for like gain and burn, they're not great, so I just tend to do that. Then I come and I use my R rarity tickets. I scroll down and I get myself Magna Drago. Where are you hiding? Where's my, there you are. Magna Drago at 3 copies. And then it depends, right? Because there is a monster that helps with a certain mission. I don't use it in the build on a day-to-day basis, but Volcanic Kong, Voltic Kong, I can't read. But Voltic Kong, when it deals damage to your opponent, they have to send cards from their deck to the graveyard up to the number of light monsters you control, and there's a certain number of missions and world challenges that require you to deck your opponent out, so this just makes it a lot faster. I use my last ticket to get myself a copy of Archfiend's Call, and that's about everything that's essential to the build, and then I can put it in place and kind of show you why everything is the way it is. Okay, so what you're looking at are the core components for what I call the Dragon route when you start a new account. It hinges on Assault Wyvern. When this card destroys a monster by battle, you get to tribute the card to the graveyard and special summon a dragon type monster from your hand or from your graveyard, which is really, really good. So imagine a situation like this. You open Assault Wyvern, you open Strongwind Dragon, you open Dinotherium, and sure, Magna Drago doesn't really matter. Normal summon Assault Wyvern, special summon Dinotherium. Use Assault Wyvern to destroy one of your opponent's monsters because they'll only have 1. Then tribute it, special summon Strongwind Dragon, attack with Dragon, attack with Dinotherium, you OTK. The point of making the deck like this is to make it as quick as possible to get through all of the grinding, right? Because it can take a long time. That's one of the most tedious things things in making a new account, so you want to be as snappy and as seamless as possible. When the AI is doing the dueling for you, when you're auto dueling, it's not as important. The AI can auto duel with anything and it'll do it quickly, but it'll get to a point where you need to do some dueling at the gate, or you need to do things manually yourself. And to make it go faster, well, that's why I go like this. And also it saves me gems because this is all ranked tickets. Now, in order to make up the difference in numbers, what I generally do is then I just see what I actually pulled from the boxes that I actually went into, and I use that to supplement whatever I have. So let's see if I pulled any dragon monsters. It doesn't look like I pulled any decent dragon type monsters, except I mean, this is kind of cool, but I'm not gonna be pendulum summoning. I'm not gonna be pendulum summoning with this account. Now, you may be wondering why I'm not putting blue eyes in the build. I try to avoid anything that's level 7 or higher because that would require 2 tributes in a worst case scenario, and I don't want, like, Assault Wyvern would be able to special summon it just regularly, but if I don't have Assault Wyvern, then that could just cause me to brick, and it's just not a good time for anyone. In a situation where I special summon Dinotherium, I could normal summon Strongwind Dragon on top of it if I wanted to do piercing damage or just bigger damage if I needed to. Alright, so there's nothing dragon based that really helps my strategy, which is absolutely fine. I got a copy of Draining Shield, which is really nice. What else have I gotten on this account? So I got 3 copies of Yellow Ninja. This card can special summon a level 4 or lower ninja monster from your hand when you normal summon it. So assume that I open 2 copies of this. That's 2 1900s on the board, which is pretty damn good. And I think I'll just fill the last slot up with anything. This doesn't really, I'm not using equip spell, so even though it's a UR, it's completely useless to the overall strategy. So this is what my day 1 deck is going to look like for auto dueling. I also included this guy, you know, the Archfiend's Call is specifically for the purpose of synchro summoning every now and then, because in order to unlock your extra deck slots, you have to do 100 synchro summons and then 100 XZ summons. I do the synchro summons first, and then I amend the deck to be centered around XZ summoning later on. That's if I want to unlock the extra 2 slots. I probably won't. Now, this deck isn't flashy, it's not cool, and it's not good for PvP. Remember that. This is my PvE focused deck. The only reason, and I mean the only reason that this deck exists, is to help me achieve just swift OTKs against the AI, so I don't have to auto duel that often, or that I don't spend too much time auto dueling. See, the AI doesn't use strong cards. You don't have to try and plan around being the very best like no one ever was to get past the AI, right? Like, it's not that big a deal. Your biggest and most important concern out the gate is just how do I make this take as little time as physically possible. Now, because of the cards that we opened up, I don't think we have a straight up OTK in this situation, which does suck, but you get the idea. You don't need the most impressive deck list in the world to deal with the AI at the early stages of the game. In fact, even at the later stages, I use builds that aren't that complex all the way up to like Duel World 25 to 30, and I'm fine. So yeah, that's everything. I'm going to get to grinding, and I will see you guys probably in a day or 2 after I've, you know, cleared some space. Ooh, am I patient enough to not do pulls without you guys? I'm probably gonna do some pulls without you guys. I don't have that much patience. Okay, look, I don't know how else to put this to you. This account is blessed, bro. This account has been the luck that I've received when working on this account. Like, let me just show you where we're at, right? Because it is phenomenal what's taking place. It's only day 2. I'll show you. It's only day 2 on this account. I'm almost at the point in Arc 5 World where you get to unlock Zuzu. That was the wrong thing that I just pressed. I'm almost at the point in Arc 5 where you get to unlock Zuzu Boyle. As you can see at the top, days played 2 still, and it has just been ridiculous, the luck on the pulls and the resets. So you see the gems in the top right corner, right? Remember how I said I'm not that patient? I did some pulls without you guys, but not only did I get 1 copy of TTH, I reset and got my 2nd copy. I don't want to say immediately. I'll just show you the box, right? I'll just show you the box where I did it and where it took place, right? And then I was like, okay, no, you have to save the rest of the gems and do pulls with these guys. Like, there were 80 packs. In this mini box, there are 80 packs altogether. The half price gem sale is ongoing, which means that in, I'm so bad at math, 23 packs, I got my TTH here. Sorry, my girlfriend called mid-recording. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So, look at the purchase history, right? Look at the purchase history. All gems, obviously, there would be no need to spend money because of how lucky we've been, right? And it's a free-to-play challenge, but like, I feel the need to reassure you, my friends, right? That this is all on the up and up. Now, not only that, but since it's day 2, I was able to get my UR Dream tickets, and I got myself, obviously, the 2 copies of Forbidden Lands. Okay, yeah, there they are, right? The 2 copies of Forbidden Lands that are just mine now for the build. So the build is actually almost done. I just need to unlock Zuzu, and then grind the character out at the gate to unlock the 2 copies that I need of the hand trap, right? And I need to get her to level 20, but that shouldn't be too difficult, considering it's only day 2 on the account. She becomes unlockable once you reach stage 10 in Arc 5 world, so I'm about to unlock the character. Let's go in and do some pulls for her boss monster. Like, this account has been a beautiful experience. Like, I don't even know what to tell you, my guy. Like, it's just been healthy. So we're going after Bloom Diva. I'm not going to touch it. If I'm going to reset the box, I'm going to reset the box before we start, because I've been informed of the superstition that, like, Konami has eyes everywhere, so you reset it once or twice before you start doing your pulls. That way they lose track of you in the system. No, it's literally just it's literally just for fun. All right, let's begin. So the only card, literally, if I'm not mistaken, the only card that we need out of this box is the UR, right? As soon as we get that, it's a reset. Because I'm pretty sure that we've gotten pretty much everything else from the build, from the other box run. We're getting interesting pulls, interesting cards, but nothing else in the box matters. Now, it's a main box, right? It's 9,000 gems at worst odds, so I'm not expecting to get... I can't stand up and run around because I'm not wearing pants. Bro! Let's go. Let's absolutely freaking go, my guy. That's beautiful to me. Look at the culture in my back pocket. That's beautiful. 30 packs. Bro, that's best odds. That's some beautiful luck. Look at me shine. Look at God on my side. Shoe Nice, give me something else. Another 3 pull. If they give it to me in another set of 3, that would, bro, my heart, I might die here and now. I might run around even though I'm not wearing pants. Bro, okay, ooh, I do like Ebon. It doesn't really matter if I get him on like a secondary account like this. Speaking of, stay tuned for the giveaway details for this account once we're done with it. All right, so this is my last 10 pull, my last shot, but I say last shot. It's day 2. It's day 2. Hit me. Oh. I can't even be mad. Bro, that session was glorious. That was phenomenal, my guy. I couldn't be happier. I could not complain. I can't tell a lie, right? Because like, when doing this challenge, I wasn't expecting to have to grind out that much. Bro, in 3 10 pulls, bro. That saves us. So now at worst possible odds, it doesn't even matter because God is on my side. We've got this, my guy. We've got this. Like, bro, looking at this deck in its current state, you can build Melodious so free right now. This is absolutely phenomenal. So I just need to duel at the gate to get this. I'm using my SR Dream ticket on that and that. So quite frankly, everything regarding gems in the main deck is done. We knew that already. And then we just need 1 more copy of Bloom Diva for the extra, and oh my days. This has been so, the new world is surprising me. I didn't think Konami would make it that easy to get everything that you need for some of the new world decks, because this is really easy as it turns out, and your Senju's was really easy. I might have just spoiled the next video. So now I just need to unlock Zuzu and we get it from there. Now, this challenge is being done during the Pendulum Summon Challenge event, and that's what's made this even easier, my guy. The grind, seamless, smooth, the transitions, beautiful, right? Because what that challenge does, if you look at the deck that I'm grinding with, does this look like a deck to you? No, it doesn't. I mean, unless you're bad. But during the Pendulum Summon Challenge that's currently going on, it's an event that Konami put on where they automatically give you a level 1 and a level 8 scale in your Pendulum Zones as you start every PvE duel. So that means I can just stack my deck with level 7 monsters, 6 and 7 monsters, right? Because it's a brand new account, so I don't have every powerful monster at my disposal that I might have had otherwise. I use some UR ranked tickets to get more copies of Red Eyes and Dark Magician and Neos and all those kinds of like just vanilla cards with decent attack. And I just throw them onto the field, just slam them down and win every single duel, bro. It's been so good. Now, as for the giveaway details for this account, there was a little bit of confusion in one of the previous videos that I did. And for these giveaways, in order to be eligible for the giveaway, you have to include in your comment the phrase or the text or the topic that I asked to be in the comment. The reason being, when I make videos where I go over all of the comments for the raffle, and if one of the comments is just like, me, it's not anything really, right? So you have to, and also so that you watch the video, I'm not gonna lie to you, you're getting entered in a free raffle to win a free account. The least you could do is watch the video. Oh, like, comment, and subscribe. Nah, but on the reels, on this account, what I would like you to talk to me about in the comments, one, you have to tell me that you want to be entered into the raffle, but discuss to me your favorite fusion monster, right? Melodious is apparently just, I now know that they're all about fusions. I didn't know anything about them before this, right? So I now know that they're all about fusions and fusion summoning. So let me know what your favorite fusion archetype, favorite fusion monster is in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Not just Duel Links. Have a chat with me about it. Let me know that you'd like to be entered into the raffle for the giveaway, and then we'll be giving the giveaway away 24 hours after this video goes up. With that being said, I'm just gonna unlock Zuzu, keep on grinding on this account, and it's just smooth dude sailing from here, bro. Like, it is. I will probably be done at this rate before day 4 even gets here, but I have to wait to day 4 to get my SR Dream tickets. So like, I'm gonna see you in a little bit. Hey, we need to have a conversation. You and me, you and I, we and us. We need to talk. I owe you an apology. This video was a bit later than it was supposed to be. I got blindsided by Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel. I didn't realize it was coming out the day that it was coming out, and so my entire schedule had to shift around it, and as a result, I lost an entire day of grinding on this account. Day 3, I logged in, but I did not have even a second to actually play, so that slowed down the progression on the account, but quite frankly, that doesn't matter, because apology number 2, I can't build this deck in 1 week. Now, that is not to say that it cannot be built in 1 week. In fact, I think it would be relatively easy to build this deck in 1 week with the luck that we've gotten on this account. In terms of gems and the cards that we get from boxes, it was a complete breeze. Yes, it took a few resets to get odds that good, but resets take what, 15 minutes, and on my 4th reset I got an account that had odds like this. In terms of gems spent, getting the account to look like it does now was an extremely easy task. I would say that within the first 2 to 3 days, I mean, a lot of what you see here was obtained in that period of time, and I've got both of my SR Dream tickets, so I can get myself a copy of this card and the spell card, right? So that's absolutely fine. Now, the problem with this account is, the problem with this challenge is, I accepted something unquantifiable. Normally when I do these challenges, I plan meticulously. I know exactly where each gem is going to go. I know exactly how long it's most likely going to take to do X, Y, or Z. If there's a card that's locked behind a character's level, I know that I have to invest all my resources into leveling that character up. If there's a card that is locked behind a specific type of ranked ticket, I know that my tickets have to go there instead of towards my general practices and procedures. Now, one thing that I haven't ever done and that I completely underestimated for a challenge like this is grinding for something that isn't quantifiable, something that isn't guaranteed, something that no matter how much effort you put into the game, there is no telling when it will happen, and that is a character drop that is a UR. This card, this free-to-play card, is the only reason I'm not done already. I'll keep it a buck with you, right? I unlocked Zuzu Boyle. That was done on what, like day 2, probably day 2, maybe 3. Started grinding Corrupt, got it to level 20, so I unlocked the skill. Easy, no problem at all. Start grinding at the gate, and I ran out of gate keys so quickly. I'm deprived at this point, right? Like there is no way, because it's not, when you're grinding up a new account generally, yes, you don't have that many gate keys, but I get around that by grinding on different characters, and I'm generally doing it for XP to get gems. Here, the XP doesn't matter. The gems don't matter. All that matters is the rewards when I actually beat the character, and the problem is, there's no telling what you get. It's complete RNG. I could do this for the next week. I could do this for the rest of my goddamn life and never get this card. Like, if you look at the date, it's only day 5 on the account. I have 2 more days to keep on grinding, but now that I've realized it's not a goal that I'm running towards, it's just Konami could decide to just slap me in the face with a signpost and give me the card at random, or just never do that. There is no guarantee that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I gotta be honest with you, I actually find it kind of funny. It's kind of entertaining and kind of exciting to encounter a brand new challenge that I never have before in a challenge run like this, or not even a new challenge, just something that I never thought would be a problem. It just seemed like such a non-issue because on my main account, there's so many keys. I grinded up this card, but I remember how long it took, and thinking back to that, I should have considered how difficult it would be. Like, there is a ridiculous amount of RNG when it comes to drops at the gate. Like, back at the infancy of this game, when Econ was locked behind the gate and you had to dual set Okaiba for it, it was a mission. People put their blood, sweat, and tears into that, right? And the system hasn't really changed that much since back then, and it's the same thing now. And I get it. Konami wants to kind of extend the Arc 5 I'm not. This isn't me blasting Konami, by the way. Like, that's just the play of the game. I'm not mad about this because I've proved that the pay to win elements of the deck can be obtained in the space of a week. But as for that specific card, unquantifiable completely. I could duel at the gate right now and get it, or I could not for the rest of my life. So that's why, because it's that much of an enigma, it doesn't feel like it has that much entertainment value. Like with my standard challenges, it's like, okay, does he have the willpower or the effort or the determination to reach this point and then get the reward? Can it be done? Can he do it? Whereas with this, it's just like, oh, did it happen? Yes. Or, oh, did it happen? No. Like that's it. I don't know. With that being said, though, we're gonna go into the main box again to see if we can get the last copy of the main box UR. Like, it's only day 5, but if we get the main box UR here and now, I think I'm calling it. Like I'm happy right now. Actually, thinking about it, I shouldn't have announced my happiness before I spent the gems. That might have been a mistake, but here we are in the future. Let's get it. See, here's the thing. We're still very early in the box. We're not that deep into it, but God is on my side. Look at me go. Look, oh, hold on. Wrong URs. For a second, I thought I saw something different. It's fine. I'm taking these off. You would think glasses would help you see better, but they blinded me in that situation. All right, let's go. Come on. Sure, nice. If I would really love to get it early in the box. I would, okay, or not. I don't want the card. Don't give me the card. Rob me. Blindside me. Spit on my face. Pause. I got carried away and I almost pushed the money option, but don't worry, I didn't. The sale is still there, so you can tell, right? Like this is do me nice. Do me right, Konami, please. Ooh, yeah, that probably means nothing. That probably means nothing. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I mean, kudos to whoever wins the account. You've got 2 copies of Diebic, so, maybe you'll send you pens. This is one of the few monsters that's actually locked behind a box, so go for it. All right, so our last 8 packs, maybe we get lucky here. Maybe we get lucky and it's done. Is it done? It's not done. God damn it. Okay, so maybe I was a little bit too overconfident. It happens. It comes with the territory. Here's the thing, though. This account, like, there's gems to be grinded up. There's gems to be collected and harvested like organs. Yes. With that being said, though, I have to be honest, I have given up on the gate. It's rare. Like, I just wasn't expecting it to be a thing, to be completely honest with you. Like, this, in my opinion, has worse RNG than any box, anything that you would spend gems or money on. This has been just the worst. Also, another obvious roadblock in a challenge like this is that because it's a brand new account, I haven't gotten to the stage where you unlock the level 40 duelist yet, which means that I've been dueling her at level 30, and there's a lot more garbage that she can give you at level 30, unfortunately, right? So there's a lot more stuff mucking up the card pool. Now, were there things that I could have done better on this account? Probably, obviously, almost always. But we are where we are. Let's go. So you guys just barely missed the last pull that I'll be doing on this account. As you can see, I've gotten the last copy of the UR card that I needed, but it's time for a little bit of honesty. I failed this challenge and I failed it woefully, shamefully in fact, and I'm not even mad about it. So as you can see, we got close to worst odds on this main box. We dug deep into this thing, and it's not day 7, it's not day 8, it's not even day 9, it's day 10 on this account, and it's the first chance I've had to record because one of my closest friends got married this weekend. They got married actually on day 7 of the challenge, and I had a choice to make. Do I play Yu-Gi-Oh and grind out this account for the challenge, or do I support one of my closest friends for the last 5-6 years on their big day? And obviously I chose Yu-Gi-Oh! I was playing all the way, like, on the bus to the wedding, right? I there are some recordings that I did of me trying to get pulls in on the bus on the way to the wedding when I didn't have my recording set up. And even at the wedding, like, where I could, I got some in. But at a point I was just like, you know what? No, I'm here, and I'm never going to be here again. So I put it down and I just spent the weekend enjoying the company of friends that I haven't seen in, like, 3 years. It's been the longest time, and I had an amazing time. I don't get out much. I don't leave my house much because I don't need to most of the time, and when I do, it's just out and back. So like to take an entire like weekend trip was I don't want to say refreshing because I would not do that again on short notice, but it was a good experience. It was a good time, and so I guess the moral of the story is go outside sometimes. Yu-Gi-Oh is fun, Duel Links is fun, and these challenges are great, but at the end of the day, it's nice to experience things outside from this little escape that we have in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. So whoever wins this game, to be honest, I was never going to succeed in this challenge anyway, because I couldn't get the 2 copies of Score from the drops. I just never got it, no matter how many gate keys I saved up. So that was always going to be the case when you actually sit down and think about it. But in specifically the gem pulling aspect, I could have gotten it done on day 7, but I decided that some things were more important. With that being said, have a great day. Don't forget to leave your comments stating whatever it is I told you to state. And bye.